Hello and welcome to our second trimester, the first 2 weeks, so that's 13th and 14th week. I'm glad you're here. My name's Milica. If you haven't been with me so far in this pregnancy journey, please, I'm glad you're here now and we'll stick through to labour and onto postnatal. I've also got you sorted out. Now, if you've been with me or whatever you have been doing, if you've been doing 4 sets times 12 reps, we have started to already degress now from last month into 10 reps, and we're sticking to 10 reps now here as well, and we've also reduced our weight a little bit, probably about just by 1 kilo or so. And we've increased the tempo. So here, what we're going to be doing in today's session is 3 sets, 10 repetitions, unless I've otherwise specified. Okay, so to start off with, let's do a bit of a warm up. Let me get my little timer on here. Alrighty, let's get rolling into some high knees. Yep, just some high knees. Just for a minute. Might be a little bit tricky as the pump grows, but you know, we're not going to be doing this forever. To make it a bit easier, spreading the legs for that bump. 20 more seconds. So if you're new to my pregnancy classes, the goal is not to be out of breath. That's just the #1 rule. So you want to be working at an intensity level of 7 out of 10, sorry. So you know that 8, 9, 10 is the huffy puffy, can't talk. So the best way to know if you're working at a 7 out of 10 is to go, well, can I hold a conversation? If you can't hold a conversation, you need to tone it back down a bit, yeah? And the best way is to actually reduce the speed. So increasing that tempo helps with that. Okay, so we're just gonna do some mobility work, yeah? And the other leg. Fantastic. Okay, we're just going to do a bit of hip mobility. Couple more. Okay, just a bit to the side. Okay, that's our warm-up done. We are going to start with our squat rack. So essentially it's a squat and you're just putting up these dumbbells here. Yeah, remember they might be a little bit lighter than before. That's fine. We're increasing the intensity. So if you have some weak knees, you might want to point out your toes a bit. Yeah, otherwise you can leave them straight. And we are squatting down on 4 counts down. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah? It's a little bit harder. It's in a different way, a bit tricky, yeah? But we are degressing. Now, it is optional if you like to do 12 reps. If you've decreased that that weight, you know, and you're a bit more advanced, you want to smash out that 12 reps, go ahead. Go ahead, that's totally fine. In this video, we're going to do 10 reps. So 10 to 12 reps. Fantastic. All right. We are now, so as I was saying about the 10 to 12 rep range, that's throughout the whole program. 12 is optional if you feel like, you know, you've decreased the weight, you've increased the intent, like the 4 seconds up from 3 seconds, then it's totally fine to leave that weight as is. To leave the weight and then, you know, do the 12 reps. Okay, let's go on to that one arm row. So we step one leg forward, the opposite arm has the weight. The hips are aligned straight, they're not moving. The only thing that's coming up and moving is the shoulder. Yeah? Let's keep it going. Soft knees. You might want to maybe, oh, it's up to you really. Yeah, no, that's fine. We're going down slowly on a count of 4. Remember, the elbows are in, they're not actually sticking out. Yeah? Fantastic. Let's swap sides. Nearly there. 3 more to go. Fantastic. Okay. We now move on to some punches. Yeah. So this is going to be quick. Yeah. So you might have wanted to decrease the weights. You may have not. It's completely up to your decreasing level. So whatever it is, that's fine. Okay. So let's go into a back step like this. Yeah. Now we're going to punch down. Yeah. Of course, we're going to be actually doing 12 reps in this one because it's just not that as hard. Fantastic. All right, well, grab yourself a drink. We'll have a 60-second break. All right. back onto our squats. All right, so I think we're back on. Yeah, squats up. All right, let's do this. Breathing in, on the way down, 4 seconds. Two more to go. Fantastic. All right, well, we have our one arm rows. Again, we're going to do 10 reps here. Quick up and a slow down. Halfway there. You're doing fantastic. Let's keep it up. Let's swap sides. Swapping legs and arms. Ready? Let's do it. Halfway there, nearly there. 2, 3, 4, and up. Count of 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one more to go. Fantastic. Lovely. Let's get those punches down. Shake it off a bit. Let's do it. All right. And the punch. So slightly downwards. I know if you've been with me, we've been doing it more shoulder level. Let's do it. Nearly there. Fantastic job. All right. Fabulous. 60-second break, and we'll be back soon. Grab a drink, loosen the muscles. Okay, we're nearly back on. Nearly there, right? All right. Let's do it. Ready? Let's go. Breathing in on the way down and breathing out on the way up. Two more. Nearly there. Last lot of squats. Fantastic. All right, we've got this under control. And now we have our last lot of one arm rows. All right, let's go. Opposite arm, opposite leg, forward. Let's do this. So the hips should not be tilting, right, when you're coming up and down with those arms. So it's only the shoulder and the scapula that should be moving. Everything else is static. Last one. Swapping arms. Last one, nearly there. Fantastic. All right. Hope you're not out of breath. If you ever are throughout this, just take a pause. All right, back to our little punches. Let's go. Push it through, that last little bit left. Fantastic. Well, that's that. I will let you take a 60-second break and then we are back ready for our next circuit. See you back. Hello and welcome to the second circuit of the workout. So I've got some dumbbells here for our lunges and we're going to be doing back lunges, yeah? Then I've also got here dumbbells for some flies, so arm raises. And I've got a bench here for our knee push-ups. So we have degressed our push-ups to knees now. Okay, so let's start off with our lunges. Again, we are doing 3 sets, 10 repetitions, as we've obviously reduced a little bit of our weight, and we are still sticking to the 4 tempo, yeah? So that means coming back and going down for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let me just resume my timer. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. just a reminder that a lunge is not a balancing act. So see how I'm stepping just directly backwards, not in line? Here. We're halfway there. 5 more. And our last rep. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to move on to our push-ups now. So if you feel like you're still comfortable doing off from our last trimester, which was going off like this and then coming back up, go right ahead. If that's where you're at and you feel like, I think I'm at a good level there, because you're a bit advanced, stick to it. As long as you're not out of breath. But we, in this session, are going to stick to just simple knee push-ups, yeah? So we're going down on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and back up. So when our boobs should touch that edge here, right? Let's keep going. Now, if you can, and you feel like it's easy, you can push out 12, go right ahead. Absolutely, why not? There's no reason why, if you can, do 12 reps, yeah? And then perhaps in the next month you tone it down to 10 reps. No reason not to. Fantastic. We're now going to move on to our lateral arm raises. Yeah? So we come up to shoulder height, come up quick, slowly we're coming down. Five more. 1, 2. Fantastic. Let's shake it off. Give you a 60-second break. Grab a drink if you must. Think we're nearly back on there with the lunges? I think so. Okay, let's pick it up and go back to our lunges. Okay, so down 4 seconds and up, swapping legs. We do have a straight back, we're not leaning forward at all. We are halfway. Exciting. All right, that last little one left. Fantastic. Okay, now we move back onto our push-ups. So whatever variation you are doing, let's pick that up. All right, off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keeping that core engaged is also really important. I know you can't think of that idea being pregnant, but you can still do that pelvic tilt. Still important. Fantastic. Alrighty. We're going to go back onto our lateral raises. Ready? Let's go. So it's okay if you do 2 to 3 seconds on the way down, or if you want to pick it up to 4, that's fine. It's just depending on where you're at. Three more. Fantastic. All right, let's do a 60-second break, and we'll be back for our last set. Alrighty, we're nearly back on. I think we're ready to pick it back up. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Slowly on the way down and back up. Halfway there, and nearly done with those lunges. I hope you've enjoyed this workout session as much as I have. We're going to do one more rep. each leg. Fantastic. All right. Grab your breath back a little bit if you must. I know lunges take it a bit out of you with breath, so it's always good to get that 10 seconds break. Yeah? All right, we're ready. Let's go back onto our version of push-ups. Fantastic. All right, well that's the push-ups done. All right. We've got our lateral raises, our last exercise for this session. Let's do this. Wonderful. We're finished. Okay, we're going to tone it down a couple minutes just to cool it off and do some stretching. So bear with me here. It's really important to cool down as it is to warm up, yeah, and to stretch it off. So if you would like to sit down here, we're just going to try and grab our toes. See how far we can go with our hamstring stretch. And we'll do this for 30 seconds at least. Okay, and then you may choose to pull off from a door or side of a wall, or you may choose to just pull off from your foot. We're going to stretch here, our back line. I hope you have enjoyed my pregnancy session today, and stay tuned with each program because every 2 weeks we're changing a little bit of the program, nuances, even different exercises as we go along as well, so I'm keeping it interesting and nuances, etc, etc. So stick around and of course, I have vast amount of knowledge and modern medicine and holistic Ayurvedic medicine as well in the topic. So follow me for more.